What's up, everyone, over here on Tryhard Cupcakes channel. My name's SkillsTheName, and I used to be an LT and Tryhard. And today he's asked me a lot, and I've just kept putting it off, but he keeps asking me. So I figured, now's the best time to do it since I'm going off for vacation for a whole week, and I won't really be able to bring him a commentary or anything. And he's got this amazing gameplay he wants to show you guys. So before I get into who I am and what I'm doing here, let me give you guys a little background about the gameplay. So what you guys will be watching in the background is a quad chem strike on Sovereign. He's not in a full party, so that alone is just amazing, because on YouTube you don't see this kind of stuff without full parties, support runners, and all that. All great gameplays are usually with support runners and full parties, but here he's with a 4-man and they're not running support for him. So overall, it's just a great gameplay. You guys should definitely drop a subscribe. Check out his links in the description if you guys aren't already following him on Twitch, Twitter, or subscribed on YouTube. Make sure you do all three. I'm sure he would appreciate it so much. And you guys can just stay up to date when he live streams. I know he live streams daily, and he posts a good bit on YouTube. So anyways, about the gameplay, I believe he has 4 quad chems. It's around there, which is amazing, because if you put that together, that's 12 chem strikes right there, 16, however many he has. Excuse my math, it's late at night when I'm recording this, but that's just an insane amount right there, because I'm sure a lot of you guys, I'm not saying you're bad players or anything, but like the average player probably doesn't have more than 10 chems, you know, maybe less than that. And then Cupcake has 600 some chems, and some of them are doubles, triples, quads, so he's just an amazing player. Anyway, to get into myself, who I am, I'm currently a leader of Overbalanced PSN. It's just like a GB Blitz clan on PlayStation 4. I play GBs a lot. I spawn trap. Top 50 for Blitz. I don't know. It goes up and down when I play, don't play. And I've known Cupcake since, I think, January when I first got my PS4. I ended up meeting him, and we played a lot since then. So we've gone pretty close and got to know him a lot. So this is pretty much his way of thanking me, I think. Before I really get into the commentary, I'd like to thank you for letting me post on your channel, Cupcake. It means a lot. And I live stream once in a blue moon, guys. I'd appreciate if you'd come by and follow my Twitch, because I know a lot of you guys are all from Cupcake's Twitch. I'd assume most of you guys that are subbed to his YouTube are here because of his Twitch. But anyways, way back when me and him had the same follow count, I actually had more. And then I went away for a week, and like back then when we streamed with like shared viewers, if one of us streamed, we'd have each other's viewers, and the other'd get on, we'd have each other's viewers. So it was pretty cool. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just started growing and growing. So I'm really happy that his stream could grow and he got a lot of exposure. That's really cool, and I'm glad that happened. So I want to bring you guys a commentary today after me talking about me and Cupcake. It's going to be about the time I almost got a teacher fired at my school. So I'm going to be going into my senior year in high school, and this story takes place back in my junior year in high school. So if any of you guys aren't from America, if you're from like the UK, senior year is 12th grade, junior year is 11th. I'm sure most of you guys know that, but just clearing it up, because I know the schooling system works a little different there, or at least I think it does. I don't know. I'm just guessing. So it was in a Foundations of Tech class, which was like, it's like a wood shop kind of thing. It's a required class where I go to school at, and you're required to take it in order to graduate. You have to pass the class. So it's mainly like a sophomore and freshman, which is a 9th and 10th grade class. So it's just like a bunch of underclassmen in there, and it's really just like a easy study hall kind of class, or that's what it's like meant to be. But we had a first year teacher. Like, it started out really cool. The class was fun. We never did anything. And like as the school year progressed, we like kept doing more and more things, messing around more, and she really didn't mind. She just let it all slide, which was really cool. And then she decided that she wanted to start this technology club or whatever. And me, I want to get in the best colleges and make a lot of money when I'm older. So I'm like, you know what? No one really wants to do this. I think I could get it. And I decided to be the president of that club. And what this did for me was made her emotionally attached, which was a big mistake. Yeah, so pretty much everything I did from there on she always had her eyes on me, and she was making sure it was like perfect and stuff, because she wanted me to set a good example for this tech class and her tech club, which, I mean, the whole thing was a joke in the first place, so I don't know why she was taking it so seriously. The whole thing was everyone paid their $20 to join the club, and then pretty much nothing ever happened from there on. So it was all pretty much like a bullshit scam kind of club. So what happened was, she would like, we were doing these things with syringes, and we would like all squirt each other with water and stuff out of them, have water gun fights in the tech class. So that was fun. And these kids actually got into a fight because the one squirted the kid in the eye. So these two kids got in a fist fight. And from there on, she was like really strict to everyone. So by then it was pretty much even. It wasn't just me that she was being strict to. And she decided that instead of doing like fun stuff, we would start doing essays and taking tests and all that boring school stuff that no one wants to do, but yet you're required to do. So we're all kind of like, yeah, fuck this. We don't want to take this anymore. And sorry if I'm cussing. I don't know. I'm just going to end up doing it. Slides out. My bad. But she was giving essays and stuff, and no one wanted to do them. So there was this one time in particular that we all remember. We had a substitute, and we were supposed to write an essay. The directions weren't clear at all. It never said like the site sources or what we had to write about. And it was like given with 10 minutes left in class, and the essay was either homework or turned in then. And of course, I didn't want to take it home for homework. Just come home and play Call of Duty, you know. That's the life, right? So we're kind of just like, nah, we don't really want to do this. So we went on Wikipedia, and I wouldn't say word for word copy and pasted, but I mean, it was pretty close. So, and she went through everyone's papers and typed them in on Google, and I mean, yeah, mine came up on Google, and I got a big 0 on it. So that pissed me off, because all the time that I put into doing that club for her, that it was going nowhere, and the fact that half the class got that, it was stupid, because then there was these 3 girls that she favorited over everyone, and they were like the only 3s who got perfects on it. And like out of that class, they're like stupid kids. I knew that. So that made me mad. And you're like, all right, well, I'm going to take this to the administration, because this is bullshit, and I'm not going to let her run this. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to show her that she can't run shit like this, even though she's the teacher. I got my ways, and I took the paper home. I changed it up a little, made sure it wasn't copyrighted. The only things I did keep were like actual facts that were word for word. And I handed it to an administrator that I made an appointment with. And I like made it, like, it looked just like it was. And so I took that to them, showed it. They're like, yeah, this is completely legit. I don't understand why you would have got a 0 on this. It's a good paper. Maybe she was just tripping when she was grading it. And ends up, a lot of kids ended up doing the same thing that I did, and she got in some deep shit for it. So she decided that she still wouldn't give me a grade for it. So I went back like 2 days later to the administration, and I told them about how she locked a kid out of the school one time when we were having like a syringe water gun fight, and how like she was the one who instigated the fight that happened previously, because that was like a big deal to them. And at my school, like, it's a big thing to not let kids text or use their phones. I told them that like she was letting those 3 girls use their phones, and they just completely flipped out. They couldn't believe she was doing any of that. And from there on, like, she knew it was me, but she couldn't prove that it was me that was telling like all these things about her. And I also told them about how all these kids in the club paid their $20 and it never went anywhere, and she got pissed about that too. We still never, like, it's a year past that, we still don't know what happened to the money. She probably fucking pocketed it, but it was crazy. So for about 2-3 weeks after that, like the remaining of the semester, we had an administrator in the classroom, like the whole class, every day, overseeing what she was doing, making sure everything she did was pretty much to code or by rule. I don't know what you really say about that, but like from there on, the class, it just like got so much better, because we could see how miserable she was. Boy, she had to follow the rules. She couldn't show favoritism. She actually had to teach or like do the stuff that she was supposed to. She couldn't just give us those stupid essays and quizzes. But I mean, she did grade me a lot harder than she did other students, I could tell. So I mean, if you're ever going to get revenge on a teacher, I would say not to do it. Like, if there's a lesson you get out of this, don't let them know that it was you, or else you're pretty much fucked the rest of the class that you have with them. So, anyways, that's pretty much the story on how I almost got a teacher fired. The last couple end of this gameplay, if you guys haven't subbed to Tryhard Cupcakes YouTube channel, make sure you guys sub. Check out his Twitch, my Twitch, his Twitter, my Twitter. Make sure you drop a follow on all 4 of those, a sub on my YouTube, and a sub on his. Do all 6 of those for us. We'd appreciate it so much, you guys. Thank you so much for coming by on his video here. If you guys could, in the comments, leave a big congratulations for him. He just recently got partnered on Twitch. I'm sure you guys know. And if you stayed to the end of the video, let us know in the comments. We'd like to know that. Again, just give him a great big thank you on his partnership. So thank you guys for staying through with this whole commentary. Make sure you guys come back for more videos on Cupcake's channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.
$120 and 7.